Homosexuality starts when if a baby is born, we know, and that's certain, that the GI tract is sterile at birth. Its nature has separated the baby from the mother in a fantastically complex and efficient way. So it is not possible that you were born with a contaminated GI tract. That's not possible. That's impossible. That's not done. So a baby is born with a clean, and that's part of the problem. How clean is the GI tract? Is virgin, is ready, and there comes the mother unknowingly, through ignorance, through whatever, and it can be from pulling the baby. The minute they pull the baby out of the womb, and it get contaminated by feces, that's a possibility. Or the mother hand has feces on it, or she passes her saliva to the baby due to stupid midwife advice, or which is that's the advice is given. I call it stupid. It's not fair, but that's how it is. Or unknowingly. Anyway, the baby now, this 2 days baby, has got one of the hardest bacteria that, let's say, gone to his lips. In few hours the bacteria is in his stomach, and from that moment on the bacteria is producing lipopolysaccharide. Is gone into a virgin a Shangri-La. Here is a stomach that's empty, that is just great, that's got acid, and there's got no competition, there's nobody to bother us. This is a dream. This is a dream of dreams. And that's how the baby is got. From that day on, the baby is being exposed to the endotoxin of the bacteria, and that endotoxin, that's the very, very, very important point you need to understand. The LPS, the endotoxin of the bacteria, mimics female hormone. So the baby is having female hormone injected to him daily, every time he's given milk, every time he eats anything, and when he grows a bit, every time he eats, every time he has sweets. So the baby is being exposed to LPS, which is the equivalent of being exposed to female hormone. This is a disaster. This is a disaster, especially at that age. Had the baby got infected, that's the difference. Had the baby got infected after 6 months, that's no problem. He'll just get gastritis, maybe bad gastritis, but no problem. The brain is matured, and we know there is an experiment that's an important. It sounded at the time racist or biased or not good. In Heidelberg, in Germany, they brought they brought mice and injected them with female hormone soon after birth. This batch, which was injected soon after birth, that's very important. I repeat this because that's what's happening to the baby. A homosexual boy, a homosexual man, that's what happened to him, is what happened to this mouse. That's when you injected this mice with the female hormone, 90% grown to be homosexual. because when a male hormone, when a male mouse pass next to them, they do something in jogging, they call it lordosis, which is like they bend over and take up their backside, like kind of an invitation. Now that is what's happening here, because you got infected very early in life, and because the Helicobacter bacteria is producing this endotoxin, and because this endotoxin mimics female hormone, you are just like these mice that been injected with the female hormone. And this is all on one hand. You know, had the mother been wise enough, and there are people wise enough, and I've seen it happening with my own eyes, where the baby is given a yogurt the day of birth, before milk, yogurt and probiotic yogurt, and had the mother thought of that, the boy will not be homosexual. And remember, the sooner to birth the infection happens, the more compulsive, the more aggressive is the homosexual feelings or homosexuality to the person. Because the younger is the person, the more space in the stomach, in the lining of the stomach, in the mucus of the stomach is occupied by Helicobacter bacteria, the more lipopolysaccharide is produced, the more homosexuality is produced. Lipopolysaccharide, LPS, is homosexuality. LPS is female hormone reality. And there are two Australian doctors, not the two who discovered the bacteria, two different Australian, one of them Italian Australian. They got 10 bacteria, 10 common pathogens that we all suffer once, one time or another in a lifetime. They got, I can't remember what are the 10 pathogens, but they found out that the Helicobacter bacteria, lipopolysaccharide, is the most potent, and it's made with the highest quantity of any other pathogen. It's like something is producing 70, the other producing 3 and 4. So not only it's potent, it's criminally potent, it's it's as well as that, the quantity is huge amount is being produced.